Hello and welcome everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I've got a treat for you guys. I recently saw a Reddit post detailing a new custom campaign, apparently created with like custom units, sounds, and everything, a bunch of different levels, and you get to play as the Teutons after Barbarossa's death. Seems like it'll be a very, very fun experience. This campaign is called Ottokar by Hamister, I believe, 8159. Do correct me if those digits are incorrect, sir. I didn't really take too much of a close look because I didn't want to spoil myself, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it looks like a lot of love was poured into this project. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm actually, for both the official campaigns and the non-official campaigns, I've kind of been doing this more recently, but I will give my thoughts on what I liked about each level and what I kind of disliked about each level after each game. I will prefer to focus on things that I liked. I will probably skip over unpleasant things unless they were very, very detrimental to gameplay. Other than that, I am really looking forward to this, so let's go ahead and stop talking and get started with Interregnum. Don't know if that's a name or a word. Okay, so we gotta read these. You have never heard of King Ottokar? That does not surprise me. His enemies have done everything to make people forget him. But you should know the story of King Ottokar's luck and downfall. You should know how greed for more and more power can change a man. Very pretty art. His story begins in the dark days when the Holy Roman Empire no longer had an emperor. The Mongols had just disappeared to the east, leaving only corpses and ruins behind. The empire broke up in a few kingdoms and counties that could not agree on anything. One of these kingdoms was Bohemia, which was ruled by Wenceslaus. Wenceslaus had enjoyed a lot of hunting and expensive tournaments in recent years. On the other hand, he asked his young son Ottokar to rebuild the ruined Bohemia. I don't even know which accent I'm going for because I don't know accents. On a glorious spring day, Ottokar rode off to serve his country and fulfill his task. The sun shone on the young man's plate armor, and he dreamed of a great future. Hey, it's El Cid. Farmers and noblemen alike prayed that hopefully the hard years would soon be over. Some whispered, however, that no king or prince, but only a true emperor, could restore peace and order to the Holy Roman Empire. Does it not auto progress? Oh, it does auto progress. Oh, is this custom music? This doesn't sound like the Teutonic music. Ottokar was full of ambition. He would rebuild the country, help his people, and make his father proud. Okay, so let's pause real fast. And our objectives here are quite simple. Ride to the ruined city in the east. Our hints tell us that the Bohemians are Slavs. Oh, so this might just be the Slavic music then. But also part of the Holy Roman Empire. Ottokar, therefore, can train Teutonic knights instead of bowyers, and his farms are cheaper. Okay, that's cool. That's actually cool. I really like the campaigns where the civs kind of mix together, such as when like the Tatars and the Cumans mixed in the Golden Horde. That's a really cool concept. I like gameplay elements that you can't really see in standard games showing up in campaigns. Repair those burning buildings. Repaired buildings will change over to you, and their inhabitants will also return to their old homes. That's a cool mechanic. Can't wait to take a look at that. At the moment, Bohemia is not at war with anyone, but do not neglect your defense, and protect your town from bandits and future enemies. Build a town center as soon as possible. You got it, Chief. There's little gold left. Search the map for markets and hidden resources. You may also find relics or other treasures. And lastly, your population limit is 125, and Ottokar must reach Imperial Age. Must reach. As in, it'll be a priority in the future, or is he's just allowed to? Interesting wording there. Our scouts report. Oh, we're missing that text at the top. Our scouts report that Ottokar in orange scouts in the north. His country is poor and potential followers are scattered throughout Bohemia. Bohemia is ruled by Ottokar's father, Wenceslaus in green. Wenceslaus city, Prague, Wenceslaus's city, or maybe it's their capital city, is located in the west. Bohemia is part of the collapsing Holy Roman Empire in gray. Wenceslaus loves hunting and occasionally demands special taxes. From his own son. Really? I guess that makes sense. Wonder what his special taxes are. Bohemia's rival Hungary in yellow is in the south. Hungary has a strong cavalry. Fragmented parts of the Mongols, bandits, and Cumans, red, rob the travelers. According to rumors, they hide their treasures in a ruin in the east. The nobility in purple is interested in order and prosperity and a potential trading partner. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm in orange. Looks like I got a couple of bannermen to my side. I think those are reskinned ladies. Yeah, it does look like it. I kind of want Ottokar in the back because I know that he can heal. We made pretty short work of these guys. Ruined city in the east. Here we go. Ottokar was horrified at the extent of the destruction. The town was almost deserted and the Mongols had destroyed the great cathedral. He first ordered that the desolate homes should be repaired again. Then craftsmen would return to the city and he could start building a new cathedral. He had to be careful though. Bandits and Cuman mercenaries still raided the villages. Alright, well, it looks like we need to build a wonder in the area marked with the 4 orange flags. And the ruins right here. And also repair the burning buildings. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, we have literally no resources to our name right now. So we're going to have to chop some wood before we're able to do anything else. In the meantime, I'll have my bannermen protect the villagers. I'll have the monk hang out with the bannermen. And I will have Ottokar himself do just a teeny weeny little bit of scouting. And while we scout around, we need to think about which buildings might we want to scout or repair first. That's a nice, pretty little house there. Oh, very cool, very cool. So we found, it looks like we found some more locals to help us out here. That's very neat. Makes scouting more worthwhile. We can have these guys go back to base here as we struggle to put back... As we struggle, as I was saying. Let's actually bring the bannermen over to help out here. Let's go for the pikemen first. We need to remember that we can heal up with our monk afterwards. And let's have our villagers start repairing. In fact, let's repair the monastery first, using the wood that we've gathered. An important thing to note is that repairing is slower than just building new buildings, but it costs half the resources. So 100 wood should be more than enough to repair a monastery from about a quarter to full. Villagers are returning home. Perfect. Let's keep repairing and let's keep healing. This is a really nice take on a city builder here. Like repairing buildings to get more units to spawn. I really like this mechanic so far. The game is quite charming. And we need to build a wonder. How much is that going to cost us? I guess that's our long-term objective. Yeah, so it seems like really we're not going to be able to complete that for the time being. We're going to want a TC ASAP. Let's repair up this market. We found some more piggies. Oink oink. More villagers. Let's put them on wood. Let's keep scouting with Ottokar in the east here across the shallows. Or retreat if we see any sign of enemies. We need to be reminded that there's very little gold on the map. Even more friends for us. Even more villagers returning home. Let's keep putting them on wood here for now. And let's keep Ottokar moving. I assume Ottokar has to survive. Even though it's not stated as an objective, I assume that it's just something that has to happen. It would be good to note that in the objectives. We should keep saving up for a town center. Rabid wolf, huh? Seems more threatening than a regular wolf. Let's keep chopping down wood until we can build our TC. Let's send our goats to the back. We have tons of animals now, which is really good. We got an ox cart. Oh, we got a bunch of resources with that ox cart. That's wonderful. Now we don't have enough stone. Okay, that's unfortunate. But we have a small stone mine here that we can use to remedy that situation. No idols, please. More villagers returning home. Very good. And now we actually need to build some housing of our own here. Let's keep repairing. More guys. Wow, these guys look pretty strong. And I really like how this gives us incentive to kind of like explore the countryside a little bit. It really does have a sense of like rebuilding in the Dark Ages here so far. Let's build ourselves a town center now, and we can start gathering food. And this forest is put together quite well as well. It's filled with just enough content to look alive. None of the landscape looks desolate at all. More villagers. Let's have them on the TC. Let's have you keep repairing. Let's actually hotkey this guy to 1 so that we don't lose track of him that easily. And we've got Elite Genoese crossbows and a Condottiero. Very cool. You don't see units like this every day. Is this a secret passage here? Oh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I swear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I promise I didn't mean to. Okay. Villagers are returning home. Very good. Let's repair up the blacksmith next. Oh man, and it looks like we really tempted the beast there. Let's actually garrison our 2 archers in this tower here. Let's take out the outpost and see if red reacts. Oh, and we have new technologies there. Ottokar's Law. We'll need to check that out. Let's actually pick up Loom here. Oh, here they come! Can we get a conversion on that knight? Can we get a conversion on that knight? Yes, we can. Very good. Let's continue repairing. And we should think about trying to get to the feudal age at some point. Just a lone man-at-arms shouldn't be too much of an issue for us. The important thing here is that we don't lose our monk. Let's repair up the siege workshop. And I'm happy to let these guys trickle in. I'm not really worried if they only come at me one at a time. Villagers are still returning home. I really like having this idea here where I can repair buildings to produce villagers. This means that I can focus my TC on food gatherers and other stuff before eventually opting to advance to the feudal age. Now it seems like we're in good shape now. Let's head out with our bannermen to explore a little bit more. Completely out of stone, which is okay. We don't even have a mill yet, I just realized. Let's go ahead and build one up. That's 3 pikes. Let's not get caught on them. Especially not allowing Ottokar to die. We're gonna make absolutely sure that we don't do that. Can we convert the knight? Can we convert the knight? Our monk needs to get into the tower. We absolutely cannot afford to lose him. Let's repair up the stable. Seems like we pushed at a bad time. Cool, now we're on our way to the feudal age. What does Ottokar's Law do here? Once researched, this technology halves the cost of trade carts and trade cogs. And interestingly, we're allowed to research it in the Dark Age. Oh, we got 1,000 gold in tribute. Let's do Ottokar's Law there. Just for the novelty of it. Seems like trade will be useful for us in the near future. Let's heal up our soldiers here before jumping our monk back indoors. The times were tough, but King Wenceslaus was still tithing. These taxes helped the king organize an exquisite hunting party. I had to pay 500 food and tribute? Really? Are you kidding me, King Wenceslaus? Are you joshing me here? That ain't cool, yo. Let's convert another knight. Very good. Let's kill off this knight. Have the monk hop back into here a little bit. And start researching some techs. Let's grab ourselves forging here. Rip to that sign. I have a decent number of units. That looks like a pretty big red base. So I might not want to venture out that direction until I've reached the castle age. For now, I should focus on getting more food out ASAP. And that means more villagers. Are there any more custom technologies there? They seem pretty cool. Let's grab bloodlines as well. And why don't we build a watchtower here? Just because it looks nice. Oh, that's my phone going off in the background, sorry. I thought I muted it. Hopefully you guys can't hear that in the background though. Let's grab double bit axe as well. And town watch. I really like town watch as a tech. It basically makes these houses from not being able to see anything to having a good view of the river here. Super underrated technology in my eyes. It's just that usually a villager is going to be better statistically. Let's see if there's anything to scout in this direction. Good placement of wild animals too. I'm going to want to hunt down these boars at some point in the future. It does seem to me that this side should be a dead end. It would be logical if it were. But who knows? I'm still holding out. Yeah, it's the watchtower up. And wow, there's a lot of deer back here. Might be worth building a mill back here to actually pick those guys up. So tons of food. Now let's go Castle Age. It doesn't seem like there's much to stop us here. So let's just go Castle Age. Let's pick up fletching. Redo our farm, set auto farm to on. We got 35 villagers, that's pretty good. And let's just take the bannermen with us. We'll leave the 2 knights that we've converted here to defend our base. I want to see what else there is in the wide world. Let's build a scout. More pikemen, evidently. How annoying. But as we eliminate them and we play it safe, we should be able to recover here. What civ are we here? We're the Slavs. Farmers work faster. Supplies is free. Ooh. Siege workshop costs negative 15%. Like the building siege workshop? Or is it just siege workshop units? In any case, military buildings providing pop room is appreciated. Now we've got a scout with us. Let's start prepping to leer this boar. And head back out now that we've got a scout with us. In the end, Ottokar's father's hunt did cost more than expected. He demanded an additional tax to cover the expenses, which really blows because that food came directly out of our stockpile here. And it seems like the taxation is based off of advancing in age. Let's go ahead and research chain barding armor. I don't want to lose any more units than I have to. Let's get villagers queued up. And now we can start producing monks, which is great for us because it seems like we'll be able to bait them in and get a few free conversions if we play well here. And I really don't think we need more than one additional villager, or one town center here. We don't really have room for it. Let's get our eco-techs up online as well. Let's also pick up husbandry. And let's pick up iron casting. We need to recall that we don't actually have a source of gold with us right now. Really no conversion there, huh? That was some bad luck, but sometimes luck is just not in your favor. I'm not sure if these attacks are constant or not, but I get the feeling that I don't really want to risk Ottokar now, because it seems like the enemies are actively producing units. Instead, what I want to do is I want to find perhaps a source of stone or something, and think about building a castle. Let's pick up heavy plow. Have you guys build a mill back here. Because once we get a castle going, we'll be in very good shape. I would like to not lose my bannerman. Let's get masonry. Did I lose my scout? I may have lost my scout to the pikemen. And let's actually get man-at-arms going on. Having like a squad of infantry units to protect the base seems like a good idea. At least thematically. Body block for the knight, body block for the knight. There we go. Or for the monk. Very nice. And now we are nice and boomed. And I'm not sure if there's going to be more to the mission after this. Because we really aren't being put under very much pressure. But we have explored very little of the map. Our scout. Ooh. Some free pikemen. But we do need a source of long-term trade here. Otherwise, we're just straight up not going to have the gold. We definitely don't have the gold to be advancing to Imperial Age here. So I'm kind of curious as to what the rest of the map has in store now. Let's just gather resources. Pick up squires. Oh yeah. We actually probably shouldn't be building militia. Because they cost gold, and I have none of that. Here's a gold mine here, however. This terrain looks very interesting. Perhaps these buildings will be repairable later too. I do not want my scout to be taking pikeman hits. They go down basically in 2 hits to pikes. But we definitely need a source of gold now. And I guess it's kind of open-ended. Like, I'm not really sure how I should be going about getting that gold. I just know that I need to be baiting some of these units in so I can kill them or maybe even convert them. Let's pick up infantry armor. Let's also pick up murder holes, because why not? We might build a castle later that'll require us to have that. Let's convert the knights. Very good. Pick up treadmill crane because we have the resources. And I guess we can make pikemen in the absence of gold. Let's train another Scooty Booty man. And just keep gathering resources in our friendly little town here. Let's try to explore the bottom right corner of the map. I forget, are yellow our teammates or not? Hungary is neutral. And Wenceslaus is our ally, it seems. The bandits, however, are clearly our enemies. We've got plenty of room for spears. Let's sell some food and wood. And use that to research pike. As well as light cavalry. Both could come in quite handy soon. There's a relic there. Oh, that's a very interesting looking tower. And we have stone here as well. But nowhere to trade, it seems. I see this, like, this purple trade card coming back and forth. Ooh, the nobleman. During his travels through Bohemia, Ottokar learned of an interesting rumor and found a bunch of resources. I lost track of what the rumor was, but okay. Okay, but I assume it was about the crown. Rumor has it the imperial crown is supposed to be buried in a ruined church under the altar. Build a university for more hints. I have a university. Oh! Search for the imperial crown. See if there's any references in the old book. Well, that's cool. Ottokar found an interesting old map. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. Let's not lose our bannerman. That's so cool having that custom tech there. Reveal a plot on the map. Pretty darn cool if I say so myself. And let's continue scouting around. Those are resources. So the ox carts are resources. So we're going to want to take down... We're going to want to take our forces here and take down that middle point so that we don't get our trade routes raided. The noblemen seem to be on our side, which is good. It's an elite step lancer. It's a Kipchak. Nothing too scary. And indeed, those might be the only units remaining. Got some militia. Oh, there's more than I thought. There's a bandit leader. Holy potato. Let's pick up caravan. And keep producing pikes. Let's research arson as well. We lack the gold, unfortunately, for chainmail armor. And somehow we have one gold miner. Don't ask me how. Oh, it's the trade cart, of course. Can I convert the bandit leader? Oh, I might be able to convert the bandit leader. I think I got him. Very nice. Right before he went down as well. Sadly, we did lose our monk. But that's not a huge loss compared to the fact that we got a bandit leader on our side now. Normally, hero units cannot be converted, so that's very hype. Let's actually send this man-at-arms back. He's kind of just slowing us down here. And let's produce trade carts. This will be able to net us some gold. And once we get trade going, we'll have a nice influx of gold to complement our massive supplies of food. Oh, I don't want to lose my bandit leader. Let's take him back to base. And it seems like we got a packed town center. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to try that out right away. You bet your butt I'm going to try that out right away. The bandit leader doesn't seem to recover HP. So let's try to unpack him right here. If it's what I think it is, this is going to be super cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. But I definitely can't fight these bowyers. Wait, it's unpacking? Can I stop this from happening? I feel like I should not have unpacked that town center there. Let's move all our pikemen down south. Let's research the chainmail armor. I mean, it's still unpacking. Will the pikemen attack it? What happens? Like, what happens if there's like an enemy standing there? I know there's a bandit camp in the woods there now. Okay, so there's a castle for us. Let's train trade carts. It looks like these guys won't aggro on us for the time being. But it'll probably be good to move up some pikemen. No, not man-at-arms, pikemen. Okay. We need to get to the Imperial Age somehow, so let's go ahead and keep investing in our trade infrastructure. We have tons and tons of resources now. It's kind of like a city sim, where the pacing is really up to yourself. I like that about this campaign so far.
Да, господин. Сделаю. Атака! Да, понятно, сделаю. Понятно,
Да,
господин.
собирательница.
Вот это.
We bait them into our pikes. We absolutely eviscerate them. And then
Да, сделаю. Понятно, да.
we clean them up. Are we able to repair this castle? That's the #1 question. That'd be really freaking cool if we're able to do so. Let's research both forms of mining to boost our economy. And think about capturing that relic in the east as well for extra gold.
Да, господин.
I know there's a bandit camp in here. We might want to turn around and clean those guys up, actually.
Сделаю. Да, господин.
Let's have you guys come back here to get healed by the monk. And the castle's ours now! How wonderful. Let's pick up ballistics, invest more into our trade infrastructure,
Сделаю.
keep building more pikemen,
Господин. Понятно, да, господин.
and take out this camp to the east here. We're gonna need some way to get to the Imperial Age. We're gonna need a lot of gold.
Приказание.
What are these guys attacking? Husk girls? Oh, unfortunate. Well, that's that force of pikemen down. I want to see if I can convert the other bandit leader too. Wouldn't that be cool?
Да, сделаю. Понятно, господин.
Let's move these forces down this way.
По оружию.
I don't really foresee myself being in any danger. Oh, we can train Teutonic Knights, and we can also train the Bannermen here. That's really neat. And in fact, as we solidify our trade here, I think what I'm going to want to do is... Are these all... Oh, it's 60 gold each. That's really good. I'm going to want to start transitioning into creating these knights. What's the hotkey? Q? Not sure I'm a fan of that. Wait. Hold on. This hotkey's wrong. Okay, and these are... It's creating ladies, which is what the Bannermen effectively are. That's fine. But then when they come out, they're called Bannermen. Okay, that's cool. Unfortunately, no conversion on this one, so I guess he's just gonna have to die. Let's run into this camp. And let's keep creating the ladies. We will want to research, or at least sell off our excess resources here for gold. I feel like I should have been doing that much earlier. Orthodoxy, extra armor.
Приказание. Да.
Cool. And it looks like our trade line's not under any pressure whatsoever. So I'll be more than happy to continue training these ladies. I don't like the fact that these hotkeys overlap. Not a fan of that. Let's pick up Bodkin. Let's have these villagers mine this gold here.
Сделаю. Понятно, да, сделаю. Понятно.
Now that we've got the gold, we can advance to Imperial Age. And we can start thinking about raiding the northern base there for the relic. We're out of stone. Unfortunate. But not altogether unexpected. And we still need to find that Imperial Crown. That'll be our next objective after we clear out these fools in the east. Bunch more sheep. Perhaps it would be good for us to build a siege workshop. So let's go ahead and actually do that. Maybe one right here. Or we could think about attacking them directly. Let's send over our bandit leader to see what's good. Do they have any much more than this tower here? They do. Very nice. Let's move upwards. And now we have the Imperial Age advancement. And it appears that the Wonder Foundation was just placed for us. That's a nice touch. These guys are stronger than anticipated for sure. I anticipate that we'll, in fact, lose these units here. It's going to be hard to assault. But man, wow. There must be some pretty good treasure back there. And from our castle, we can do much more now. But let's first think about building a couple of trebuchets after doing conscription. We should also take this opportunity to build a castle on the coastline here. Because as we do, we'll be ensuring that the only entrance really to our base here is safe. So I think putting a castle there is a good choice. Let's do chemistry, siege engineers. We got so many resources now. Let's do a few more trade carts in case we need to pay tribute later. Let's do coinage. Anything can happen in a custom scenario. Can we upgrade to elite? No, we can't. Makes your Teutonic Knights and Bannermen overall stronger. So maybe this is the elite upgrade for both, huh? Let's pick up Hoardings. And let's try Ottokar's Warfare. Why not? Is the cost of our trade carts really lowered? 50-25, huh? That's so good. Doesn't look like we get guilds. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Now let's go ahead and pick up all of our upgrades. Truthfully, this villager can just retire. You've done good job. I know that groan seemed like he was dying, but really it was the groan of someone that was so willing to serve Ottokar that he just couldn't stand the thought of taking a rest, you know? Seems like I can still click this too. Oh, and then the research just instantly happens. And it does look like it's an elite. Yep, it's just an elite upgrade. Very nice. Let's keep creating these guys. And bust down this base in the north here. Let's pick up barding armor soon. Oh, that's a Krepost. I've actually never seen a Krepost. I've had DE for like a couple months now. I've never seen a Krepost. So that's cool. Let's grab barding armor. Now we outrange their Treb because we have siege engineers and they don't. So let's actually take out the Treb first. Use this opportunity to train some more bannermen. Now let's pick up Dragina at some point. Our economy hasn't been under any pressure at all. So we have the means to continue producing these. Or to continue spending frivolously, I suppose. Super low accuracy on these Trebs, unfortunately. Oh man, am I having a good time. We've got 2 relics. Let's go ahead and let's grab both of them. And see about destroying the base. Oh, it's a monument. Okay, well I guess we can't destroy this. Perhaps capturing the monument will help us out somehow. I really like the little bits and pieces added to the landscape here, like the gallows there. The destroyed buildings here really give a sense of kind of disrepair and dark ages as well. Can't say enough positive things about the aesthetics of the map. Let's mine out that stone. Lord knows it's going to be more important than our wood, at least. And Wenceslaus doesn't seem to really be doing anything for us here. I guess all we have left to do is wait until the monument's done. Elite dismounted conic. You just slowing the rest of my boys down. And I guess now we search for the Imperial Crown of the Old Church. Let's garrison Ottokar in the castle now that we don't really need him anymore. Unless Ottokar himself needs to be present. Let's check it out. Still finding guys here and there in the countryside. We're a bunch of bandits here, but we got elite ladies, so, you know. You know how I do. Perhaps there's like a clearing in this direction?
Понятно слугам. Приказание.
This looks like a church. Under the altar was the lost crown. Ottokar was amazed at such splendor. Would he himself once be the great emperor and wear the crown on his head? He could only dream about it at the moment. Okay. So we found the crown. That's cool, but does it do anything for us? Does it make Ottokar stronger? I think it makes... No, those are just the blacksmith researches. I don't know if it actually makes him stronger. That's okay. Let's grab fervor to make our monks move faster. It did leave behind an extra relic for us there.
Приказание делаю.
Let's go pay a visit to our friend Wenceslaus. Another packed town center. And that's our primary objective completed as well.
Приказание делаю.
Да, зыждительница.
One day, a messenger appeared in the town of young Ottokar. Well, that's a paladin. Nice paladin, Slavs. Holy crap. Oh, that's the messenger. Okay. The messenger was from the Bohemian nobility. The nobleman said that Ottokar's father, the king, would ruin the land with his wastefulness. They whispered that Ottokar would be a much better king. In his youthful recklessness, the young Ottokar was persuaded to overthrow the king together with the nobles. The nobility gave Ottokar enough gold to raise an army. They had to be careful. Ottokar's father would soon learn about their treacherous plans. Alright. You know how it is, you know how I do. Let's grab Dragina. So there is more to this fight here. And let's pick up Halberdier. While we do that, let's actually have these villagers build more buildings. It doesn't look like we can produce bombard cannons. What happened to our monk? Well, let's take this opportunity to scout out Wenceslaus's base, at the very least. Ottokar met the influential Margaret of Austria. It was said he wanted to give her a magnificent horse as a gift, but such a horse had to be found first. So we need to find a white horse. Don't know where I might be able to find that, but sure.
Сделаю. Правильно.
King Wenceslaus was furious when he heard about his son's involvement in the rebellion. He sent his mighty army against his own son. In order to stop his father, Ottokar had to attack his fortress in Prague. Alright. Doesn't seem like a problem that a few halbs can't fix. Unless green is sending their way to my main base. But I'm not too worried here. So now our main objective is to destroy Wenceslaus's fortress in the west. I guess there goes our Packtown center. We might be able to save it, actually. It's at times like these that really make me hate the fact that I have such a small population limit. But I guess it's a part of the balancing forces of this mod here. TC has tons of HP. We kind of actually use it as like a giant ram as a tank. Oh man, Wenceslaus is as bad a tactician as he is a king, evidently. Because he sends his siege weapons before he sends his cavalry. The cool thing about ladies is that they're actually quite strong against strong units because they just pierce right through the armor. So they're pretty good against paladins, I think. What if I unpack it on the shallows? What if I unpack it on the shallows? What happens, boys? Out of stone here. That's okay. We really need to be worried against Hungary anyhow. I just found like a random villager overlooking the cliffs. Okay. And I imagine our monk is still walking back with that relic. There he is. We'll have our squad force of trebuchets move forward. We need to destroy their production buildings, as always. I don't even know where Margaret of Austria is. So I suppose it would be tough for me to escort a white horse, if I'm even able to find a white horse, which is a dubious prospect at best. Found some valuable resources. Let's not lose every single one of our trebs to this ram here. Let's start picking up regular cavalier as well. Simply because it's easier to create the stables. We're going to want to recuperate our population as quickly as we can. Wow, the town center just gets built on top of the shallows. That's really funny. That is really, really funny. That's Cavalier up for us. Let's research. Do we not get Paladin? I could have sworn Slavs. Oh, no. Lithuanians get Paladin, and their unique unit is the Lady. But I'm actually the Slavs, so I don't get Paladin. So in that case, I guess ladies are still our best bet here. They cost the same as cavaliers, but they're quite a lot better. They have better attack, at least. And they have armor piercing. So I guess there's not much reason to pick ladies over cavaliers. Or to pick cavaliers over ladies, that is. It's a great looking fortress. But sadly, I don't know if it's going to be able to hold up to anything. Let's pick up this crown and drop it in the monastery as well. Come on, Dad. Things don't have to end this way. Let's KO their tower. Now we got plenty of cavalry on hand. Plenty of economy on hand. And man, Wenceslaus does not really train any good units here. I've seen a lot of horses like scattered around the map, but I haven't seen a white horse. Let's scout to the south. Oh, there's even some bandits here still. Unlucky. I suppose to destroy the fortress, we must actually go through the effort of destroying all the buildings here. Kinda painful, but I'll live with it. Oh, and that's the monk dying in a very unfortunate fashion on the way to get this relic. And I guess deployed TCs don't fight back against archers here. So I'll send a couple units to clean them up. Ottokar approached the Hungarian border. He had to be careful. Hungary was not at war with Bohemia at the time, but scouts reported that the Hungarian king had gathered himself to something court. Here's a bowyer. We also got some resources. These are just wall pieces. And, oh, that's the fortress. It's literally a building named a fortress. That's cool. Let's actually pick up this relic now. Let's see if we can 2v4 there. On that side. This gate has tons of HP. But we will get through sooner or later. Found some valuable resources. No white horse, though. Unless this is the white horse. Doesn't seem like it. It just seems like a bunch of bandits. But sure. Let's lead them to our castle over here.
Да, собирательно.
Скачал. Сделай. Правильно. Да. Собирай.
Still working dutifully at this gate. At long last, it's down. Let's move in range of the fortress. And keep scouting around in this direction. What's this? Storage. Never seen a building like that before. Found some resources. Very nice. Now let's blow up the fortress here. We actually don't need as many villagers as we had before. Let's send these guys into retirement. In fact, we should consider sending all of our villagers into retirement, because we have tons and tons of resources now, but no room for any military, sadly. Fortress is almost down. And there it goes. Ottokar was victorious. Bohemia had a new young king. Cool. Oh! And that was that, I guess. Alright. And we get a Slavic victory. Achievement unlocked. Okay, very cool. And let's take a look at the south. Alright, so it doesn't look like Hungary was here for anything other than flavor. Where is that white horse? It must have been... Oh, it was right here. Now, unfortunately, I will never find out what the white horse does. Also, there's like a cool priest here as well that we didn't get a chance to discover in-game. I thought I had done a pretty good job of exploring, but, you know, it's good that I didn't discover everything. Oh, here's Margareta. I see. I thought for some reason Margareta was up here. Now, I will have to, if the creator does end up watching this, I really hope they do tell me what happens if you bring the white horse, and I really hope they tell me what happens when you discover this priest area. It just looks like you get a free priest. But things that I like about this scenario, first of all, the story is very engaging. Like, I really like the setting of this. I like how you mixed in a lot of different civilizations here so far. I also like the mixing of like the historical aspect of it. I took European history when I was way back when I was in high school, and I do remember about the Holy Roman Empire being fragmented for a long time. So I'm really excited to discover more about the history here. The landscape is really beautiful, especially early on, like walking through the forest and discovering like new followers, and like repairing the town and having villagers slowly come back as the town got into better and better shape was very, very cool. I like that a lot. I liked how exploring gets rewarded by like discovering units, and also by discovering resources. I really like that aspect. I think these buildings that you created here in various states of disrepair are really, really nice as well. Like, I can tell that this is a monastery, but I don't know how you created it. I can tell that a lot of love and effort was put into crafting these set pieces. Like, you have like a storage, you have granaries, you have like these little cities, and every nook and cranny of the map is filled with like something cool that's happening. You know, like there's a base in the west, these sheer cliffs over here separating you from Wenceslaus. There's like, you know, a shrine here. There's a bandit camp here with a gold mine. There's people to rescue. There's like a monument here. There's like a big bandit base with 2 relics here. And then there's like, you know, a small village here. The map is very, very alive, and there's a lot of stuff going on in it, and I really, really like that about this. I do like the unique technologies. I think it's a bit strange that you can research a trade cart cheapness technology before even being able to create trade carts, but it is cool. It's pretty strong. It makes it so that you can kind of spam them, because instead of 150, they're only 50.25, which is really cheap. It's almost as cheap as a villager. So it makes it so that trade carts are much more of a bargain there. It was super, super cool. I don't. I do have some things that could be improved. The objectives pane, it's not immediately clear like how the flow of the game is going to be. I wasn't sure at first if the goal was to simply get to the Imperial Age, and build the monument while holding off like waves of bandits at a choke point. I wasn't really sure if we were going to get any objectives after that. We did end up getting an objective to take out Wenceslaus, which is nice. But I really would have appreciated a reason other than like a small influx of bandits to speed things along, so to speak. This game, you can see in my stockpile, I had like 25k wood, 29k gold, or food. I had tons and tons of resources by the end. Because really there was nothing stopping me from kind of booming at my base and just like hanging back and playing a little bit safe for a little while until it was very abundantly clear that I was going to win. At the start, it's just a little tiny bit unclear like how long this campaign level is supposed to go. And it's just a tiny bit the pacing is a little bit different. I would really like it if there was more of an incentive to move faster, if perhaps Wenceslaus is constantly making demands for tribute. That would get the player to, speed up his development a little bit. And it'll also, I guess, motivate the player more to kill Wenceslaus when the time comes, because he's been so mean to his son and living so extravagantly. Other things that I found a little bit strange were that the bandits were like placed reasonably well, I suppose, but their unit composition was a bit strange to me. I don't know why they had so many pikemen, and my guess is that the production buildings back here were where all the bandits were sending their units from, but they were kind of just trickling in, like one at a time. I was never at any legitimate threat at any point. It would be cool if the bandits kind of grouped up together and made raids, maybe sometimes going this way across the main shallows, maybe sometimes even flanking around across these shallows. I feel like the bandits were not very threatening at all, and even though they did kind of stop me from exploring as far as I would have at the start, they really ended up being a non-factor once I got to the ladies. Last thing that could use improvement, aside from like some general spelling and grammar, which I will let go because for the most part it was all very well done. The last one small pet peeve I had was that the bannermen were bound to the same hotkey as the elite Teutonic Knights. I don't know if it's like a modding limitation, but typically that hotkey in the top right corner would be R. It'd be cool if you could address that, but it's not super annoying. Overall, though, I'd say the positives severely outweigh the negatives. These are just small critiques. I really liked a lot about the game, about this level so far, and it's only the introductory level. So I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks for creating this. I'm looking forward to playing the future levels, and yeah. I guess that's it for now. This is, I guess, some foreshadowing of the enemies to come. After the capture of Prague, Ottokar was proclaimed King of Bohemia by his followers. His father was furious and wanted to defend his crown by all means. In the end, father and son agreed that they should both rule together. Really? Wenceslaus soon devoted himself entirely to hunting, leaving the government to his daring and crafty son. If you think that Ottokar was satisfied to just be king of Bohemia, then you are very wrong. He wanted so much more. Soon, he should have an opportunity to show what he was capable of. Nice. Very fun level. Again, I've already given my opinions on it. So I look forward to playing the next episode. Until then, Thanks for watching, guys. I've been the Clever Fool. See you guys next time.